So this is Steve, and I'm here with Craig Fischer. We're at the Lutheran Health Sports Center. Craig, we appreciate your time tonight. It's kind of a big weekend for you guys.
Yeah, it's our third annual Fort Wayne Summerspiel, which is the term for a curling tournament in the summer. This year we have 45 teams competing in 3 divisions, 5 and under for 5 years of experience and under, an open division where anybody can compete, and then an elite cash spiel event, which has a $7,500 purse that gets split among the top teams. And in fact, we've got one former Olympian, actually a 3-time Olympian competing, as well as the United States Curling Association's Athlete of the Year competing as well.
How many teams did you have that first year?
In the first year we had 45 teams. Last year we had 60 teams. This year we're down to 45 teams, largely because a lot of the participants from last year have college-age kids that are heading off to college this weekend. So we, just from a scheduling point, we struggled a little bit with that.
But it's still a very strong event.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and lots of interest for next year already.
And what are the times this weekend that you'll be?
So the first game starts at 8 o'clock, and in the morning, and we finish at 11 o'clock at night. That happens on both Friday and Saturday, 8 to 11. And then on Sunday we run from 8 to 5. We have the ceremony for the finals starts at 2:45, and the finals start at 3 and run till 5 o'clock.
And the public is invited?
Public is invited. Come out, spectators, it's free. You can watch down here close to the ice, or you can watch upstairs in the warm room up in the Thirsty Penguin restaurant and bar.
I'm going to throw a curveball at you.
Sure.
What's your favorite thing about curling?
The thing I like best about curling is that it's a sport really rooted in sportsmanship. It's actually 2 things: rooted in sportsmanship, and that really anybody can participate in the sport. So, sportsmanship. It's a game where there's no trash talking. You shake hands with your opponents before and after each match. You call your own fouls, and it's played in a very gentlemanly way, unlike a lot of sports that have a lot of physical contact and things of that nature. So that's one thing. The other thing I like is that really anybody can participate. People as young as 8 years old, people as old as 80. We've got my father-in-law and Greg Eigner's father-in-law that are both competing that are 78, 79 years old, and then we've got our youngest competitor this year, I think is about 15. But first year we held this event, we had 3 generations of the same family. Greg Eigner, who founded the club with me, his sons and his father all playing on the same team. And there's not many sports where a team like that can compete and be competitive. In fact, they made the semifinals of our open division in the first year. So it's really a sport that anybody can participate in. We have wheelchair curlers. We're expecting 1 wheelchair curler from the Paralympic team, Tim Kelly, to play with us this year. And then we've done special needs curling events and things of that nature. So really anybody of any physical and mental capability level can participate in the sport, and it's really an all-inclusive sport.
And speaking of that participation, you guys do several Learn to Curl sessions?
Yep, we run a Learn to Curl session about once a month. Lately, in conjunction with Lutheran Health Sports Center here, we've been doing them for free. Hopefully we can continue that, but we ran them for free all through the summer. So people can come out and learn to curl. We put them through about a half hour of classroom instruction and then 2 hours on the ice. In the first hour they learn the techniques of the delivery and sweeping. And in the second hour, they're actually playing a game against one another, against other newbies. And everybody just has a great time and leaves with a smile on their face. It's really fun to see new people come out and try the sport.
And speaking of the Lutheran Health Center, the sports center here, you guys have kind of grown up with each other in a sense.
Exactly. We started this club just actually before the facility opened, and they've been very, very supportive of us. This is actually their highest revenue weekend. Between what we do here and then what we do up in the bar. Curling is also a very social sport, and lots of alcohol involved before and after matches. So we generate a lot of revenue for them that way, and they've been incredibly supportive of us, as well as some of our sponsors. Visit Fort Wayne, the Convention and Visitors Center here in town, has been a supporter from day one of the club and continues to be a good supporter. Ultrazone has been a big sponsor of us. Holiday Inn Fort Wayne is a sponsor this year, and then a variety of other sponsors at a smaller level.
So talking about kind of talking about the popularity of the sport, and especially here in Fort Wayne. And I know you've kind of are working on something maybe for next year. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Sure. We're currently in the bid process. Actually, the bid goes in tomorrow for a new championship that the United States Curling Association is starting, called the Arena Club Nationals. And what that entails is a lot of the growth in the sport since the last Olympics has been in what we call arena clubs, or people who curl on hockey ice, which is very different from curling on dedicated ice, because the quality of the ice is much better on a dedicated club. You deal with some challenges when you curl on hockey ice because it's used for various different purposes, and you run a Zamboni as opposed to a more, a tool that's better suited for curling. But they're looking to create this new championship, and we're working with both the Lutheran Health Sports Center as well as Visit Fort Wayne on putting together a bid and actually seeking a pretty competitive bid and seeking a 3-year commitment for them to hold these nationals here for 3 years. And we think we have one of the premier facilities in the United States for arena curling, and we know that our equipment, our stones, are the best in the U.S. in arena clubs. And we've got some experience hosting large tournaments like this that most other facilities don't, so we think we're well positioned to win that, and that would be in May or June of next year, and we're pretty excited about that.
That is exciting. Anything else you'd like to add?
This is a fun sport to watch. Just come on out this weekend, 8 to 11 Friday and Saturday, 8 to 5 on Sunday. Feel free to meet some of the curlers. Curlers are very engaging people, like to talk about the sport. So just come out, introduce yourself to some people, tell them you want to learn more about the sport, and I think people will be very, very open to giving you lots of details. And Debbie McCormick from the U.S. Olympic team is here. She has a Gold Line mobile curling shop selling curling equipment, but she's always open to autographs and interviews and to meet her fans. So come on down to Lutheran Health Sports Center. We'd love to have you, and it's going to be a great weekend.
Craig, we appreciate your time.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much. Thank you.